Ready.
Okay. Connecting. Okay, say Kalaki 3 times. Kalaki, Kalaki, Kalaki. You should be ready, yeah? Okay, hi parents. This is Coach John here from Learning Out of the Box, and today you can see that we have a family of 3. And the first one is Zhe, with your hands up.
Tiger.
Zhe, put your hands up. Mei Mei. Then you must go. And of course, we have Mommy Joyce. Hello, Joyce.
Hi.
Okay, just let me do a brief intro before we go into the main topic for today. Yeah. So Joyce is actually an English tutor. Then I must better be mindful of my words. Can I use Kalaki? She's also the former associate lecturer in children's literature and Avid reader as well. And today she's going to share with us raising Avid and intelligent readers. Oh, now I know why your 2 girls look so smart to me. Wow. And the whys and the how. Okay, how, Joyce?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for bringing up the girls. Actually, it's a pleasant surprise, and I love to have kids on board because this is when the parent actually can show us that they don't just teach, they also walk the talk. Yeah, so thanks so much for bringing them here. Okay, so I think first of all, some parents may not know about you, so can you share with us some backstory of how you end up doing what you love today, and also how you link to today's topic?
I think it has to start with my own reading. I read a lot when I was a child. When I was a small kid in kindergarten, my mother read bedtime stories to me and my brother every night. And I really remember that. I mean, a lot of things I don't remember, but of all things, I remember the bedtime stories because it took place every night or almost every night. Yeah. So after that, I read on my own. In school, when I was in school, I actually read adult books.
Wow.
Books that were banned by the school because horror is not good for you, but I read them. Yeah. Then I did literature in school, JC. I even did that for degree level.
Wow, amazing.
I'm not a very good literature student actually. Then I taught literature. And that's when I learned literature best, by teaching it. Yeah. And then because of this background, I was teaching literature. The module is called Introduction to Children's Literature in the Polytechnic. And the students were going to be childcare teachers or kindergarten teachers. So because they read books to children, we were teaching them how to select good books, how to engage young children with the books. So that was very enjoyable. Yeah. Then now I'm just giving tuition in English.
Tuition.
Wonderful, yes. Okay, so I think at the same time, because your girls are here, yeah, I also want to hear from you, also from them now. So what are some of the stories that mommy read to you and you like a lot?
No story.
Ghost story? Ghost story?
No stories.
No stories. Yeah. So what are some of the storybooks that you read? Can be anything. Can be anything.
Do you want to share your slide now?
No.
Because those are the stories that you read.
Okay, why don't we start with the slide first? Yeah, start with the slide first. Okay, then along the way, then I'll just ask question. Then you can see that this uncle do not know a lot of things. So can you share with me what you have been reading?
Okay.
Can you share with me?
Then
I will get small Mac for you. Yeah, small Mac.
No, I want big Mac.
Okay. I will let your mommy know, and then your mommy buy, and then I will get it for you. Okay. Okay, let's go. Thanks, parents, for your patience. Yeah, today is going to be something different because I think it's amazing that Joyce managed to bring up the 2 girls, and this is what I really love. Nothing beats hearing from young kids, and they really tell you what they like and they don't like. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
This is Tiger. She's born in the year of the tiger, and she doesn't want to tell you her name. Okay.
It's okay. I'll call her Tiger or Miss Princess.
Tiger.
Okay, Tiger, please share.
Tiger.
Mm.
Tiger.
Okay.
Tiger.
Nancy Drew series.
Can you speak?
I can see quite a few.
These are the books that she says she likes to read. So Nancy Drew. Actually, there are many versions of Nancy Drew. I discovered that when she started to borrow them. So there's the preschool version, and then there is the young readers with slightly thicker, and then I think there's altogether 3, right? Is it 3 series?
Got a lot. Four.
So many.
Got clue. Notebook.
Okay, maybe we can list them down. So what's the first one?
The easiest one.
Notebook.
Notebook.
And then Nancy Drew clue, then clue book, then diary, and then the next one is the very boring, the yellow color tick one.
Just the original one.
Oh, so the fourth one is called the tick one.
Yeah, the point one.
Point one. Okay.
Point.
Yeah.
And one of the best, because I also can see books that I read when I was younger, when I was your age, yeah, like Ronald Dahl and Hardy Boys.
It's roll down, not roll down.
That's why Uncle doesn't teach English. I only teach maths. So I can pronounce in whatever way I want. Can? Cannot.
No.
Okay, so it's Ron down, is it? Ron down.
Roll.
Or roll down. Roll down. Okay, roll down. Like rolling down like that, like rolling down.
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me out of these many topics, which one is your favorite?
Agatha Otley.
Agatha or
Third one.
Third one. Okay, then Mei ne?
You don't even read any of those.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Okay, great. And I realized that there's also 1 or 2 Chinese books. Can you tell me what is it? Is it like adventure story, or is it like princess story?
Funny stars. This one, where are they?
Wow, you waste a lot of time to do this.
The 又是这一班 is it?
They are jokes.
Jokes. Oh.
Comics, is it?
Yeah.
Comics.
Oh, I know. There's no.
Why don't you
Okay.
show the
number
first one with the pictures?
What first one?
Okay. The first one lah.
Oh.
Yes.
Hardy Boys. Oh, the covers change a lot since the days I last read. Okay. All these books that you have read. Do you read all these books?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is your favorite and you'll read again and again and again?
The Agatha Otley Silver Serpent.
This one.
What makes it so interesting?
That is the conclusion to all the books in the series.
Conclusion. So this is like the last episode.
Yeah.
The last volume. And
Yeah.
how many volumes are there in total for
And the third one, which is the last one.
third one? And how often do you buy new books or you borrow them? Borrow from who?
Library.
From library. So there's this person called library. Okay, great. Yeah. Do you have book fairs in school?
No.
No. I thought, like, from what I heard from my girls, they always pass me those book lists. Yeah, then they will ask me, Papa, can I buy this and this? Then they will check it off.
No, the school doesn't have.
Only last time only got one. No money.
Maybe change principal.
Okay.
Okay. Why do you like mystery so much?
3 books. Oh, wow. What? Yes. Yeah. Tell me one thing about the mystery that you like the most.
Agatha Otley.
Yes. So what about it? As in, what
Why
is in this mystery story that you like? Is it because of the eyes? The eyes
No.
look scary.
Can you talk about Agatha? What kind of person is she?
She always skips school to solve a mystery.
And what sort of mystery is it about?
Like real crime.
Real crimes. Wonderful. Can you share with me one example of a crime that you remember the most? And it can be quite scary and exciting at the same time. And you felt it.
Agatha and her friend, she went to, they found the bad guy's house, and then they attacked the bad guy. So then the bad guy attacked her friends, and after that, Agatha, she saved her friends, and then they were arrested. The bad guys were arrested.
Very good. Wow.
It was in the middle of the night or something at 1 a.m. I think.
1 a.m. And how often do you read?
The Silver Serpent, that one I read online. The other two I bought from the library. Then those two I read a few times.
Wow. So at home, how often do you read? Do you read like every day or maybe a few times a week or once a
When
week?
I want to read, when I have books.
When you have books. So let me ask you one last question before we go back to your mother. In front of you got school homework on the left side. On the right side, you got books that you love. Which one will you pick up?
Books.
Books. Then the homework, eh?
Don't do long?
Oh, don't do. Okay, that's up for your mom to decide. Okay, thanks. Well done.
Actually, have homework.
You can
Homework.
Yeah, wait. I don't know your name, but I think you can speak very well.
My name is Tiger.
Tiger, okay. Okay, Miss Tiger, you can speak very well. And did you realize that a minute ago you have shared with me like 6 sentences?
No.
Yes, yeah, so good job, okay? So your mommy will buy you Big Mac. I think it's Big Mac, then can claim from Coco, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Small Mac must be
it's a deal. Later your mommy will settle with me. Okay, so mommy, yeah. So just curious, how do you let your children choose the titles, the kind of titles to read at home?
She don't care.
When they were smaller and they couldn't read on their own, then we went to the library. They would choose some books. I also chose some books.
Yeah.
But my criteria for choosing books for them is very simple. I must enjoy it as well. Because I can't imagine having to read books that are boring to them. Then every day it will be a torture for me. So that's how I think I discovered some good books. When I was growing up, I think the children's books were not so interesting.
Very boring.
We had Peter and Jane books. Peter likes the dog. Jane likes the dog. Do you like the dog? It's boring.
Oh.
Yeah, so there are some books now that are very fun, very interactive, they're funny. So I think children can relate to them, and it's so much better if everyone enjoys the books together. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. What about Mimi? Is the book that Mimi is the book that she's reading same as the just one or
No.
similar?
Quite similar.
Quite similar.
Maybe I show you her books. We took a photo of her books, her favorite ones. So let me share that with you.
Yeah, probably you can let Mimi start off so I can ask her some questions and then I will lead her. And I'm sure she can share with us also. Okay?
Okay. Mimi, you want to talk about your books?
Okay, Mimi. Okay, first of all, I need to see your face, okay? Now I can
First of all, it's very blur.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Mimi.
First of all, you must buy me everything.
Okay, Mimi, let me ask you, are all these your books?
No.
Yes or no? It's okay one, yeah?
Just say no.
No, it's not your book. Okay, which one is your book? Which one is your book? Your book.
This. Everything except for you. This.
Okay.
This.
Huh? That's not your book. That's library book.
Okay,
Oh,
this one is the one that she's reading. Yeah, she's reading.
oh, this one I don't really read.
And
This one, sometimes when I'm angry, I read because this one, it makes me a bit happier because it's funny.
Oh wow! Thanks for sharing that. Wow.
And then this one is like about the main character's cousin staying over for 1 week because or whatever.
Go on.
This one is they go on adventure, blah blah blah. And then this one is also another kind of funny book. This one is
She don't even read it.
It's
I
okay.
really
We'll hear from her. We'll hear from Miss Dragon first, okay? Okay, so what about the last book? Yeah, I can see that it's same as the last one.
yeah.
Okay, I ask you, Mimi. I'm very interested to know what is the book about the book that is called Stuck. It seems to be an interesting book as well. Yeah. So what is exactly in the book? Is it a story?
Yeah. Is there a funny story?
Okay, can you tell me what is it? I can see a boy, I can see a tree.
Yeah, so this boy,
Yeah.
he was playing with the kite, but then the kite got stuck in a tree. So he tried his favorite shoe and to knock off the kite, but then his shoe got. Oh yeah, should I bring the book? Go. So
Just say.
and then after that he threw his other shoe to knock down his other shoe. Then after that he threw a duck, he threw a gorilla.
No, he threw a ladder.
Yeah, so he got a ladder, but he was very like dumb. So instead of climbing on the ladder, he threw the ladder up in the tree.
But then he also got stuck.
Yeah, then after that he threw many stuff up, but then there was no more room for any more stuff to be thrown up. Then after that his kite got down. Then after that he like, yay! Then
he threw. Then he got a saw. Then he was so stupid. He didn't saw. He just threw on the tree and then he knocked down his kite. The end.
Yeah, and then he got his kite back. Then he play. Then after that he was very sleepy. Then he just went to sleep.
He
Then
forgot about everything else.
Yeah, he forgot about getting those stuff down from the tree.
And then he also threw a fire engine. And then the firefighter saying, what shall we do?
Wonderful, yeah. Well, Mimi. Can I say one thing?
That you're bad.
Mimi, you can speak very well, Mimi. Really, and you are a very good storyteller. Amazing. Yeah, so please remember that. Okay, please remember that. Give me a thumbs up if you think so. If you can hear me.
What is it?
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me telling you that you are a good storyteller. Give me a thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So must remember, you told me the story and you made me laugh within 3 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah. And you can remember every single detail, also with the help of your sister. But well done. Well done. Well, Mama, I think you brought up your girls very well. Both are very vocal.
I don't think I did anything for that.
Okay, I think maybe it's in the genes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's passing down good genes. Awesome. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure what else you are prepared, but I know that you have spent a lot of time to prepare for this sharing. Yeah. So what else you want to share with this uncle? Oh, Coco. Oh, Gargamel.
Gargamel.
Okay. Anything else?
Anything else?
Yep.
Maybe stop playing. Come on. Can I just share about the different types of things that we read?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Sorry, I got it back.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is important to know because a lot of people think that, oh, you read, there's a certain idea of reading, but actually everything that we lay our eyes on is a form of reading. So I have here 3 types of reading material. A lot of children like to read storybooks, narratives. So even true stories are also considered stories. So reading stories is a different type of reading. You read for enjoyment, you read to escape into a different world. Like Harry Potter is a real fantasy world. We have those Harry Potter theme parks now. So it's one kind of reading. You read, you savor the language, you appreciate it. But another kind of reading is reading non-fiction textbooks, self-improvement books, books to improve our personal effectiveness. Right, John, you read a lot of this kind of books, right?
In the past years, now I move on to more of like business books as well as personal development.
Yeah, so all those are non-fiction, and we read for information. So I noticed there are some students, they can read so many books, very thick books, and it could even be beyond their level. But when it comes to the English exam paper, they cannot handle it very well. So you think that they read a lot, so they can do very well in English. But I think the problem is that when they are reading the storybooks, they are not reading every word. They are speed reading, like reading a textbook. So they pick up the keywords and then they know what happens in the plot, and then that's it. But if you want to be able to use the language well, you want to do well for the English paper, then you have to read everything. You cannot speed read, because when you read everything, then you know certain phrases that come together. You know the idioms. You know how this particular word is used. So it's a very different kind of reading. Yeah. And then the last one is a poster about problem gambling. So when you look at advertisements, posters, even food labels, the packaging, cereal box, then they have a few words or phrases to capture your attention. That's a different kind of reading as well. That is, they use a lot of persuasive language. For example, if you look at this poster, the boy, he looks so sad. He says, my dad bet all my savings on them. So it's trying to convince you of something. Yeah, it's tugging at your heartstrings. This boy looks so sad. Yeah. So this is also another kind of language. So all those marketing products, when they give you brochures, you have to be aware that they phrase it in a certain way to convince you. So I would say sometimes the language is manipulating you. So you have to be aware of how they are trying to manipulate you. So all these are different ways to read. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I also ask one quick question? Because you allow your kids to read a variety and also a wide range of books. So in your opinion, what do you consider a good read?
Wow. Actually, now that they are old enough, I let them choose their own books. Yeah. As long as they stick to the children's section, I find that it's safe.
You mean adult is not safe?
Because of course, the adult section, you have books that deal with difficult issues that I may not want them to be exposed to yet at this age. Yeah. So it depends. For very advanced readers or very mature children, they may be able to handle those books. So I did ask some of my friends for book recommendations. Now, one of them, the child is very advanced. He's in P6, but he is reading books for teenagers. So they deal with intimacy, violence, but he is able to handle them. So that's fine.
Awesome. Yeah. Also want to ask, because I think that you may know your friend well, and probably somehow the parenting style may have affected or helped the child to be able to process it even at a young age. So how can a parent better support the kids? Because I think being a parent of 3 girls, I know that there's some things that I need to process with them. Yeah. So how can a parent actually support them in this journey of exploring, not killing their interest, and also helping them to understand in the messy adults world?
Oh, wow, difficult question.
Yeah.
I think from a young age, when they are in preschool and you start reading to them, they might ask you questions about the book or about some of the issues in the book. So if you discuss with them, then they know that they can always ask you questions. Yeah, so when they encounter something that is that maybe you're not ready to talk about yet, then you can say, we'll look at this together another time. So if I give you one example,
that'd be good.
Miss Tiger, when she was in, I think, kindergarten, K2, then she asked me about puberty.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah.
I did.
So I was definitely not prepared to talk about it yet. So I said, oh, very good. Let's go and find a book about it in the library. Yes.
No way.
Yes. Then we went to Woodlands Library because it has a very big children's section.
No.
And found a book that is appropriate for her. Yeah. And it's not easy to find. You don't remember?
No.
She doesn't remember.
Sure. Yeah, but what I see is I think mommy trying to as in not push it away, but also giving the child the space to explore this topic together. Yeah, and I think the key word here is doing it together. Because I think that maybe some of us may not have the time. We'll just like just push it one side and then let the child go and figure out by themselves.
And they might end up going to the wrong people or wrong sources of information. Yeah.
Great. Yes. I think I also want to give you the opportunity to share the slides, because I realize that as your children are scrolling through, there are so many pages. So
I have to over prepare just in case.
Yeah, we want to go back to the slide because I think we want to let the children like feel that they prepared, and then the opportunity to share, or mommy can share, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So
the children, I think they have shared their books already. Yeah. But I thought maybe I can talk about why it is important to read.
Yes.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry. Sila. Okay.
Sila.
Hey. Okay. Here. So, I think reading, everyone knows is important, but there are some reasons that I think are overlooked. So, personal growth and development, I think it's well recognized. You want to grow your interests, you want to pursue certain topics, then we read, right? Whether we read online or we read print books, it's all reading. I think bonding with children is also very important. So because I work part-time, so in the daytime when they were younger, then I was around at home some of the time. Then taking care of young children can be very difficult. So I might scold them, we might have our differences, but I think at the end of the day, it's a very nice wind down time when you have your dinner, then the children shower, then you're clean and comfortable, it's nighttime, it's cool, then you sit together, we sat on the sofa, then we cuddle together, there's the physical touch, and then you read a story together, then you laugh together, you enjoy together. I think that's really nice. Some people think reading is a very passive activity, you just sit there and then your eyes move and that's it. But actually it's not, it's very active, because as you read, you imagine how the scene plays out in your head. You imagine how the character speaks, how his voice sounds like, what is it like to be in this person's shoes. So they learn empathy as well. Yeah. So we can talk about the book, we can talk about the characters. So it's a very nice time, of bonding with the children. Yeah.
Yes, this reminded me of a mommy who I interviewed, and also I think her girls are about, I think, 8 years old and 6. Yeah, so what they did at home is actually mommy is into speech and drama. And she also teaches speech and drama for young girls, young kids lah. Yeah, so what mommy did at home was during the circuit breaker, they chose a book, and mommy has this sets of costumes at home, like the Big Bad Wolf, Three Little Pigs. So they will dress up, and mommy will dress up as well, and they will do a stage performance at home for the family to watch.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like bring the storytelling to the next level, where they actually act out and they got immersed into story as characters. Yeah.
Well, I'm not at that level. I just sit down and read.
And I guess whichever help, because I think all of us got our preference, and what we are trying to do here is finding the moments to read to our children, and then also being there for them, and also building that kind of bonding.
And I think also when we look at the young people nowadays, they feel very passionate about certain issues. So they are very passionate about saving the earth or helping those who are less privileged. And you see many of them doing social enterprises, or they start their own businesses to help others. I think if you care about something, it's very natural that you want to read to find out what the situation is like and what can you do to help, you know. So that kind of reading is also very important. I mean, I think we are all global citizens, so we have a part to play. We are here on earth to do something good and help others. Yeah.
When you share about this, is there an instant whereby your kids, after having read a book, then they got inspired to want to do something?
I can't think of a situation like that.
Sure. Yeah. And I just thought probably there is, and I can talk about it. But if there's none, it's okay.
Okay. Come. Ooh.
Wow,
so those are the books. Yeah, I think maybe this might be of interest to parents. How to get children to like reading. Yeah. So I thought of some principles. This is not from a professional, experience. Just what I've observed so far with the children that I've worked with. So I think when I look at the children that I teach, I notice that those who love reading, who read a lot, they tend to do well in school. Yeah. So I think maybe the parents have done a good job. They model reading. So to lead by example, we always say that, parents must lead by example. And this is one area where it is very important. I mean, we see lots of children playing on the mobile phones or on iPads. Why? Because the parents also do that.
Yep.
And I also have that problem now. I spend too much time on my phone, so they also want to use the phone. But if I read more, then they also would want to read. They will think it's normal, it's something enjoyable. How come mommy reads so much? Then they would do it as well.
It's not I want to play because you never talk to us how to play.
Okay.
So the children has spoken.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's I think from a third party perspective, I thought you brought your kids up well, because it takes guts and the openness in the family to be able for them to share like that. Yeah. So a lot of times we need to hear from them, and first of all, I think the family must give the children the kind of environment to be open to share first and feel safe about it. Well done, mommy. Well done.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, the next 2 points are, no-brainers. Read good books, books that interest you. Talk about what you read. I also want to talk about classics. because we have read books, and then we want to tell the children, hey, you must read this, because it's a really good book. It won a medal, or this is a well-recognized classic, or maybe when I was in school, I read this and I really like it, so you must read it as well. So we can recommend, but sometimes, as parents, we are so well-meaning, we push very hard and say, oh, you must read this. But once children are forced, they don't want to do it. I noticed that's something about children. I force them to do Chinese or maths and they refuse. Oh, sorry, I know you teach maths.
So so it sounds like you experience some pushback from them when you try to push a bit.
Yes. So reading, they love it, so I don't have to force them. And then I chose this picture. You see everyone reading together and all kinds of books, and that is what is the environment that we would like. Everyone reading together. So you asked about their books, right? Actually, I have some books for preschool children. So I like to choose books that are fun, interactive. Actually, please. Actually, when they were younger, and then I literally went to the bookshelves and pull out one book after the other to find nice books. I find that it's very difficult to find storybooks for young children. Because when you think of babies, nursery age, you find a lot of counting books, count from 1 to 20. ABC books, A for apple, B for boy. And nothing wrong with those concept books, but stories are more fun, ABC 1, 2, 3, they will learn in school anyway. So on the screen, you will see some of my personal favorites. All these I have read with my children. Yeah, so
this one never.
No, these two for Titi.
For Titi.
Yeah, they are board books, and the first one is actually finger puppet book. So you see the orange owl in the middle. So from the back of the book, you put your finger through, and then you can move the finger. It's quite fun.
All right. Okay, probably maybe you can give me some time to engage your two little ones. I think they are feeling a bit bored because I think they have some things to share. Okay, can I just spend some time with them first? Okay, girls, can you come up to the front? So let Mama rest. Okay, can Mama stop share screen for a short while? Okay, let's play a game. Okay. So can Mama stop share screen? Okay, so let's play a game. Okay, I want you to think of some books that you have in your head. Yeah. So when I say, for example, the word exciting, you all must shout the title. Okay. Let's see who is faster. Tiger and dragons are very fast. They are very fast. Do you agree?
No.
Agree?
Yes. No.
Tigers
Okay.
and dragons are very fast. Okay. Okay. Shall we do okay, let's start. 1, 2, 3. Fun book.
Let's do it. Everything was fine.
Okay, the rule is cannot use back the same title, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, can?
Can.
Okay. That's it. Fun book, right? Maybe you can use the word stuck. That was a fun book for you, yeah? Stuck. Do you remember the book Stuck?
Stuck.
Stuck. Okay.
Also don't know your own book.
Was there a boring book that you have read that you open and then you just close back?
Harry Potter.
Mimi.
Adelaide.
At the what?
Adelaide. Very boring.
Adelaide.
Ada, is it ADA?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
lace. So it's just there's one more Ada lace on the case. So it's just about she got color in the end. Yeah, lor.
Okay, good. Okay. One more. Tell me one book. It's a
Yeah.
Okay, wow, suddenly pop up like that. It scared me.
It's my hair, you see.
Okay, I want to see your face. Yeah, both of you have very pretty faces, like me, like that. Okay, so okay. It's a lame joke. Yeah, it's a lame joke. Okay, tell me one book that you will always read again and again. No matter how many times you read, you'll still read again and again. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Agatha Otley.
Agatha Otley. Is it?
Yeah.
That's from Zhe, right? Mimi ne?
Don't know.
It shouldn't be the same book, ma. That one is a bit advanced for Mimi. Mimi, what book will you always read again and again? Remember, you shared with us that when you were angry, you always pick up the book because it made you happy. Okay lah, I'll give you a chance. Start, quick. Say start.
Stop.
Very good. See, awesome. Okay. Have you seen the books that Mommy read?
Yes.
Yes, Mimi ne? Okay.
Yes. A piece of cake.
That book is called A Piece of Cake. Is it a cooking book? Huh?
The title is called A Piece of Cake.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Is
Yeah.
it a black and white photo on the cover?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Tell me one of her favorite book. Go, quick.
Butter Buddy.
Butter Bunny.
Is it?
Sorry, I can't hear you. It's quite soft there. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, what's the title?
But not Buddy.
Why not funny?
Butter, not Buddy.
But the body. Sorry, this uncle cannot hear.
Bud, B-U-D, not Buddy.
Oh,
So
but
the boy introduces himself as, I'm Bud, not Buddy.
oh, okay, awesome. Okay, Mei, tell me one book that Mama likes to read.
Any book? I know any books.
Or you can tell me the color of the cover.
Blue. Blue.
Blue.
Blue.
What
Not
book is
the
the
that?
title?
one you say very scary. Oh yeah, the king something.
What king?
They got the weird letters like robot letter or something. And then at the back there are many books. Then what got dragon thing.
I don't know.
Oh,
What in my bookshelf?
yes.
No, not is
I can go get it. I can go get it.
Okay, Zhe. Do you read horror story?
Two.
Too. Does Mama read horror story?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I read when I was younger. Now I don't have the heart for it anymore.
Yes. Yeah, when I read a horror story, I on all the lights at home at night before I sleep. So scary for me, really. I would imagine one. Yeah.
I know already. Misery.
Yes.
Okay.
Misery.
It's a Stephen King book.
Oh wow, those are intense books.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing before I pass it back to Mami, because I can see that you're very jumpy now. Okay. What should I ask?
What do you want Uncle John to ask?
Can you buy me a Big Mac?
That one I will tell your Mami know later. Okay.
Because they know I won't buy for them.
Now I know why you keep on asking me. It's not because I don't want to buy, but your mommy cannot
Don't like.
they cannot let. Okay. One last thing. Tell me how many books do you have in total?
I don't know. Return to library.
Okay, do you own any books?
Last time.
Last time.
Do you own any books?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. But very boring.
Very boring. Okay,
So
I'm not sure if you read comic. Do you read comic books?
Yeah. Not so much.
Not so much. Do you like comic books? I mean, that's what I like. So I thought.
A bit. Yeah, I like comic books, but the only thing is that it's really hard to find them.
Really?
What comic books do you like? Last question.
Young Scientist. No.
Is Young Scientist a comic book?
There are comics inside.
Oh, okay.
Then there's one that is Incredibles of
Incredible of what? Sorry.
There's an Incredibles one, the book, but the book is come up in
The movie The Incredibles.
Oh, the Family of Four.
It's
5.
They have the comic
Oh,
version.
yeah, five. Okay, great. Okay. Should we go back to a slide? Yeah, then we do a wrap up. Yeah, because I think your girls are really love to talk.
Yeah.
And now, can you see that they are right in front of you and you're
Of course,
at the
I
back?
like to
I'm
talk.
all the way behind.
Yeah. So it happens. Yeah. So at first, we may say that they're shy. Kids are not shy on.
Yeah, not anymore. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, come. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
take a look at the books that I would recommend.
Hey, I put a tutor.
Oh yeah. By the way, this is very fun. Warning: do not open this book.
So what's it about?
When the title says
What in the way?
when the title says do not open this book, obviously the children will open it. So
Okay. So what's it about?
they are taking part in the story.
Mm-hmm.
And this one also press here. I don't have the time, but actually if you go to YouTube, you can find a lot of these read alouds. And press here is really very fun. I read it with Polytechnic students.
What?
Yeah, and then when I said press here and I pass it round the class and everyone presses, they really enjoyed it. Yeah.
What?
And you can see the faces light up and they're like, yeah, me, I want to press next. So that is, even that age and they're enjoying it. So this is my highest recommendation.
Babies.
Press here. Okay, I will go and get it.
And also, if we go on to the lower primary books, I mean, children of the same age can be at different levels. So this is just a rough guide, I actually also enjoyed Captain Underpants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's comics, and in the story, the children write comics. So there's a lot of spelling errors and all that. So parents might not like that. But I think children are smart enough to understand that this is not the correct spelling. Yeah. And then I have friends who recommended Sherlock Sam because it's a local writer. So you have a local setting. So that is very nice for children because sometimes we have a very, very Western diet in terms of reading. Yeah. And I think a lot of children like school stories because it's very relatable. So books like Kid Normal, Diary of Wimpy Kid, Dog Diaries, even Matilda by Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Roald Dahl, right?
Yeah. Ronald Dahl.
Okay. And I think non-fiction is also very, very nice. I saw this, I didn't read it, but I saw this recommendation. So this series, Who Would Win? You have two different animals. If they were to fight, then who would win? So it's a fun way to learn about these animals. Yeah. And how about historical fiction? I think it's not very common in Singapore, but books like Magic Tree House, the children visit a different historical period in each book. So I think that's quite nice. You can learn about history but in a fun way. Yeah. I also like this. Actually, I read all these children's books as adults, you know. And then when I was a kid, I read adult books. I go the other way around. This is very nice. It's if you know Helen Keller, she was deaf and blind, but she had, you know.
There's a guy off my notebook.
Really?
Yeah. The kid coming.
Yeah, she's deaf and blind, but nobody was able to communicate with her until her teacher came, Anne Sullivan, and she managed to get through to her, to tell her this is the way you communicate by using sign language.
What's the line?
Yeah, she has to do the sign on her hand. Yeah. So it's comics, but it actually, the pictures bring the message across so well. It's a really good book. Yeah. And then this one, Michael Morpurgo at the top right-hand corner. He writes fairy tales, but from a different point of view. So it's very nice to see things from a different perspective, to show children that different people see things differently. Yeah. Okay, let's go to upper primary. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, because of the like.
Okay, can you undo that? See, my daughter is better than me.
Yeah, they learn very fast. Yeah. They are fast learners.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
Malala.
Upper primary, the children tend to have very fixed interests already. So they know what they like and they'll go and find it. So you don't need to really force them. I mean, you can recommend, but again, don't force lah. Yeah. So my friends' children recommend books like Percy Jackson series, very, very popular. I think they also have movies on this.
Percy Jackson.
Yeah. The 39 Story Treehouse, or many different stories lah. They're so popular that you can't find them in the library. I tried.
They're so popular that you can't find them in the library. Yeah. I tried. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And this is my personal favorite, A Monster Calls.
A Monster Calls.
There's also a movie recently. And I actually recommended it to some teacher friends. Then they looked at the book and said, oh, it's a picture book. Then they got quite, upset, like, how could you recommend this? But the pictures are really, really nice. Really, if you just Google, look at the pages inside, it's all black and white, but the pictures are very textured. So they're very, very beautiful. The artist, actually, he used different materials to create those kind of textures. So it could be fabric, plants, a beetle, and it deals with very difficult issues like grief, loss of family. That's why I recommend it for upper primary. Very, very touching. After I read it, I cried. And then my husband walked into the room and he said, oh, what happened to you? Yeah, it's a very good book, I think.
What happened to you?
Can you get this book from the local bookstore?
Yes, you can get it from the library. I got it from the library. Then I liked it so much, I went to buy it.
From where? From Popular?
No, online.
Oh, online. So Singapore bookshop don't.
Malala.
Singapore, I'm sure there are. But there are many editions, and I specifically wanted the original one because the movie edition, I think it doesn't come with many of the illustrations.
Okay, probably later I can ask you which one, yeah?
This one that's on the cover, on the slide.
Oh, so it must be exactly this cover.
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite website is the book depository lah. So I always go there and find books, and it's cheaper also.
Yes. I go to, what's this one? betterworldbooks.com, because I can find secondhand books. They are cheaper, and they also donate books to communities that are underprivileged. So I like that idea. That's why I buy from there.
Paraiso is a better bookstore.
Better World Books.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think it's nice for children to learn about from other people. So I thought I Am Malala is quite a nice book because sometimes biographies can be very difficult to read. It's got a lot of violence or difficult issues. I Am Malala is quite clean in that sense. I mean, she lived through terrorism, lots of death, war, but the details are not so in your face. So it's okay for children to read, I think. Yeah. And maybe if the reader is very advanced, he can read Michael Mapugo. It's he does a lot of historical fiction set in World War II. So if you're a history buff, you might want to try that. Yeah. So that friend's child I was telling you about who is very advanced, he was reading the Warrior series and the Giver series, which has quite difficult issues, but he's handling it well. Yeah, he's very mature. Yeah. I think adults read these two.
Great.
And let me share this website. It's called readbrightly.com. So if you ever want to find books, you don't know what to read, you can go to this website to search for recommendations. They actually have recommendations by age groups or certain themes or certain genres. So it's quite nice. I even found one that says this: books like Harry Potter. Ew. So if you like Harry Potter, what else can you try? Yeah. So they also interview actual kids and ask them what books are must reads. So to hear from kids, like you say, that is very precious. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have.
Wow. Yeah, I can really see that you love to read and you have so many recommendations based on your years of experience of reading. Yeah, and I think that from what I see, it's like the reading habit is already inside you, and you make it a point that your children read as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than watching TV, I think. We don't have TV, by the way. We still have TV service. Now, if they want to watch anything, it has to be DVDs.
Okay, I see. Wow. Right. Okay. I think there are some parents that I talk to is yes, they, and actually I do like the point that you say that for those children who do well, they actually have been they love to read. Yeah. So and I realized that it's also very lacking in most families because even when I ask my friends, most of my friends don't read.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's getting more common now.
Yeah. So okay, I think this is also quite hard to say also. But what will you say to a parent who knows that children who do well, they do read, and yet they themselves don't read? So what will you say if a parent asks you that?
Wow.
And I know it's a tough question because I have many people, and I know that sometimes it's very hard to convince an adult to read. Yeah, but sometimes we know that reading helps, and yet the adult doesn't set a good example. It's really very hard to.
Actually, I think adults read, it's just a different, maybe they're reading in a different format.
Probably, yeah.
Newspapers, you have to read them.
Yeah.
Maybe for work, they have to read certain articles or certain reports. That's also a form of reading. Yeah. So if the adult shows that he enjoys reading, I'm sure the children will also want to do that. And I know it's a cliche, but I think it's true that you have to start from young. If when the children are young, you read together and they enjoy it, you enjoy it, then they will naturally want to read some more.
Yeah. No, and I think what I caught from you is also the adult setting a good example. In a sense, yeah. What are some of the ways that, let's say, the adults don't read and yet they want to start? So what are your recommendations?
Oh, okay. I saw this. I read this article. It's written from the grown-up child. So he said when he was a child, he refused to read. And what happened was his dad kept recommending books. But he didn't force it on the child. He just left it lying around in the boys' room, and then hoping that he would read it. So maybe 1 week it's this book, and then the next week it's a different book. Then finally, this child decided to pick up one of the books to read it, and then he actually enjoyed it, and he went on to read more. So one idea, I suppose, is to have books lying around. So if they see books everywhere they go, then there is that chance they'll pick it up and then they'll read it. And just trial and error. If this kind of books don't work, then maybe another topic or maybe another genre, Maybe books that are funny, if not fiction, non-fiction. Just try anything lah.
And it sounds to me that that this parent actually intentionally go and source for good books and intentionally leave it around the house or in the bedroom at least, so that hoping that one day the child will pick it up, and he doesn't stop doing it until he can see the child pick up the book. So there's a lot of intention going behind that the parent is trying to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, just like you do all kinds of activities to get your children interested in maths. Right.
Yeah. So I guess a big part of the formula to work is the parents must be there to do with the kid.
Or maybe the parents are not there. When I was growing up, both my parents were working. So I was alone a lot of the time. So nothing to do, I read books.
I read books.
Okay, great. All right, I think we have come to the end because it's already 5:08. Yeah, so I know that you've got to prepare your dinner soon for our hungry girls. It's dinner time. Okay, so before we wrap up, I think what will be one final takeaway or takeaway for the parents from this sharing?
Make it fun, make it enjoyable, not just for the children, but yourself. So if I read something I like, then I will continue reading, and then the children will pick it up, I think.
Wonderful. It's like becoming a role model for them. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Joyce, for the past 1 hour, and also your girls as well. I mean, I think they also did a very good job considering that this is their first time appearing live. Wow. And when I was their age, I think I'm very shy also. Yeah,
so I was more shy.
Girls, good job.
Yay!
Mei, where's Mei?
Here.
Oh, this is Mei. Then Zhen, eh?
Yeah.
Where are you? Ta-da! Oh, you play guitar. Okay, so I think right now I also want to ask you one last question because it's a question that I always ask my guests lah. Yeah, okay. So as you know, our Facebook group consists of parents who help their children in math lah, in primary school math. Yeah. Okay. So let's say if I can invite Joyce to walk down the memory lane. So now Joyce walk down to the younger self. Yeah. And you bump into the 12-year-old Joyce. Okay. So now of course the present Joyce she knows a lot of things. Yeah. So when you meet the younger self and she's so near to you and you can almost touch her and she's looking at you, what will you tell her?
I hate you.
It can be anything, no right or wrong.
I would tell my younger self,
eat my books.
not to be so stressed over school, and school success doesn't define your worth. Yeah.
Anything else?
And be confident.
Say again.
Be confident.
Be confident.
Yeah.
Mei, since you are here, so what do you understand from what Mami has said? Because you yawn. I can see a very loud. So what do you understand from what your mom said?
I never understood anything. I didn't hear. All I heard was be confident.
Oh, well done. What does confident means to you?
Like you're not stressed. And you're like, I'm ready.
What again? When you're stressed?
Confident is like not stressed.
Okay.
And you're like, I'm ready.
Oh yeah, wow, that's a very nice word, even for adults to use. I'm ready. Wow. Well done, yeah. And I really want to thank you also, Mei. Can you look at me, please? I can see your okay, Mei. Can I see you, please? Okay, today I think you have done a very good job. Yeah. When I first met you, you said that you were shy and you were spinning around in the chair like for 100 times. Yeah. And so you're so comfortable and you are very you can speak very well, right? And when you share with me the story about stuck, I'm going to remember that. Yeah. So about throwing up the ladder on the tree and leaving it there. Okay, so good job. Yeah, so you've done very well. Say good job.
Good job.
Okay, good job. Okay, I can hear in your head. What's it there? That's it. That's it. You scare me like ah. Okay, that's it. So what do you understand based on what Mami has shared?
Nah, I don't know. I never hear.
Okay, Mami shared about confidence. She shared that she felt that she can be more confident, right, Mami?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you understand by confidence? Before I share with you what I think confidence is.
You know I can do it.
What else?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, Tze, can you look at me and can you see yourself in the monitor?
Yeah, why?
Can you see yourself in the monitor?
Yeah.
Can you see your eyes? Can you see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. This is confidence.
I can see myself.
This is confidence. Yeah. Do you know why I say that? When I look at you, you are a very confident girl.
No.
Just say thank you.
I is not confident.
You are confident. Look at yourself. Look at your eyes. Wow, you are such a confident girl. And remember just now you said that you don't know what to say, but when you share with me the Agatha oddly Agatha, no meh? Not Agatha meh?
Agatha.
Okay, sorry, it's Agatha. Agatha oddly.
Agatha. Donald Duck.
Well done. I can hear like at least 6 sentences from you. So well done. Good job. Say good job.
Good job.
But you know what it means there, okay? So good. All right, so thanks girls. Really proud of you, and next time I'll do an interview just for both of you.
Okay? Very good.
Oh, what? For just one?
I will just do like that, sharing just for both of you.
Yeah, just you and
Can. Then you can show me all your toys or your books.
No.
Can. Okay. So Mami, thanks so much. I think really grateful that you have brought your girls up.
Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
You have 2 very smart girls. I can see that.
Yeah, they're smart, but they don't think so.
Yeah, got to more confidence. Okay. Okay, so don't go off first, yeah. So let Coco John stop the live first.
Coco John.
Coco John, yes. Parents, thanks so much for being here, and I hope that you have enjoyed this session by kids. And I think this is one of the best sessions that I have, and I really love to have kids in the life because they keep the session very real, yeah, and very lively as well. Ding. Okay, bye bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.